Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? It's Pennsylvania 813. Feel like it's been a while since I talked to you guys. Today, upon request, I'm going to do a video showing you how to set up and configure the Octopus app with Pubg. And then following that, I'm going to do a little gameplay just to show you a demonstration of how it works. So I'm just going to dive right in. We're going to start from scratch, no edits. I'm going to try to make this as clean and fast as possible, guys, alright? So let's get started. I'm going to go to my Octopus app. Alright. You see there's no device connected at the top. Okay. Sorry, let me move myself around here. Alright, so we're going to connect our device. We're going to go to our PS4 Pro controller, guys. You're going to have to make sure this is one of the latest versions of the PS4 controller. It's not going to work with Android any other way. You're going to push your PS button and your share button at the same time. And you're going to hold them down until the light bar flashes. Like that. Okay, so we're going to drop down, get our eagle on, and hit Bluetooth. We're going to go right to the wireless controller. It's already connected. Okay, and you can see that it's connected. I'm not touching my screen at all. I'm actually using the D-pad for that. Not touching it at all. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Pubg game in the Octopus app. You have to do it within the Octopus app. Okay. So we have a steady light bar. We are connected. Hope I'm speaking loud enough for you guys. I don't have a mic on. So be patient here. I'm actually going to wipe. I guess I should get that started, or actually could have done that before, but I'm going to wipe my configuration and start from scratch so you guys can see exactly what I do. If this works for you, use it. If you want to configure it, to yourself, you can use whatever buttons you want for any action. Alright, so we're going to go to training mode. Alright. Give myself a minute to set up here. Where are we at? What is going on? Alright. So what I'm going to do here is at the very top of the screen you can see a transparent little octopus. You're going to click that guy. Okay, he's going to open up all your button configuration. So like I said, I'm going to start from scratch. Wait 1 second. So what you're going to do is if you want to delete one of these guys, you're just going to hit the X on all of them. Okay. I could have left it up there for you to see, but I want to start it over and do it from scratch so you guys get exactly the idea of what I'm doing. Alright. So, that one doesn't want to go away. Alright. Alright guys, so let's dive right into this. What you're going to do is you're going to go right up to the top here, and you're going to hit add. Okay. Next, first step you would want to do is choose your left analog, and you can place that right over your analog stick there. You're going to resize it. Okay, so that's going to be your left stick. And your right stick. The right stick you could pretty much put anywhere. Now we have our, I like to push down on the D-pad for my inventory. So I push down on the D-pad, It's going to set it to down. So it's that easy, guys. So you're going to select the new key. You're going to drag it to where you want it. Alright. So that's my jump button. I'm going to use X for that. It comes up B on here because that's what the Android gamepad's buttons layout is. That would be a B on the Android, you know, Bluetooth gamepad. So X would be B on here. Alright, to lay, I'm kind of just going to follow the buttons on the pad here. So like, I would say like the X is, you know, or B is where I would jump. So I'm going to push circle to lay down. And then I'm probably going to use triangle to crouch. If that happens, just click it again, hit triangle. Okay, so triangle would be X here. Alright, so to lock our run into place, I push up on the D-pad. I don't know, I just chose that. To open up the map, we're going to use our touchpad. Now what I do is I put the key in the top right corner so I can open and close it. So I don't have to, you know, use two keys. So just put that, you know, button up in the top right corner, and then you can literally just push whatever button twice to open and close it. So that's where the X is going to be. Alright, so next key I'm going to use is my weapon select. So I'll just push, you know, left on the D-pad for that, and right on the D-pad for that. I can't forget my aim and shoot, obviously. So let me back out of here quick. Alright, let me move myself again. Okay. I'm already using the gamepad now, you can see. I'm not touching my screen at all. I'm looking, I'm moving. I push up to run. It's already started, guys. Alright, so you can set something, you know, in this top. I always set it in the top, you know, item, just to pick up that item. If I want to do it manually, I'll use my hands. But, so let's go back to our octopus. And we're going to set a key here, just so I can, you know, at least pick up that item. So I'm going to use square for that. Alright. So now my next button is going to be my shoot or punch, and I'm just going to use right trigger for that. I'm going to lay that right over there and hit my right trigger, which would be RB, R2 on here. And then I'm also going to need one for my aim, obviously, so let's get out of here. Let's press square, see if it picks up. It does. Let's go over and shoots, but I got no aim. So I'm gonna add my aim button. Alright, look at that. We pretty much have a basic setup now. What I also want to do is add my buttons here, L1, and R1. Now we can play. This is a basic setup. You can get a little bit more in tune if you like, but I mean, gameplay is on. And contrary to what people believe, it is not easy to play this game with a D-pad. Okay? Just trust me. So yeah, I mean, this is what we got. When it comes to driving, we can dive into that quick. Alright, so I already pushed my square button to select that gun. So what I can do, since those buttons are going to be so close together, I can actually set that button to be right kind of in between. And now it should work for both actions. See? I just use my joystick to back up. I pretty much control the whole car. And if I want the speed boost, I'm going to use my trigger because that's where the trigger button is laid at. And I have my speed boost with my trigger. So I'm literally controlling the whole car now with just the left joystick. Look around. Everybody has the option to do this, guys. If you call it cheating, I mean, if you want to try it, just download the app. I'm sorry if you don't have, you know, the controller capability, or I mean, you can get Bluetooth controllers for $15 if you have to online. You know what I mean? You can play this way. And thanks to my buddy who checked on the Discord server, yeah, we don't have to worry about anything because it's not cheating. Contrary to all the arguments. It's just apparently cruel. Well, I don't believe it. I'm a little old school. I can't pay attention to one thing and then play with like on-screen buttons. The whole screen's flat. I can't feel anything. I grew up in a generation where I could play any game without looking at my D-pad because I knew where the buttons were. I don't have that capability now. So I'm jumping with X. Laying down with circle. I'm crouching with triangle. Aiming with L2. Firing with R2. Running with D up. Selecting my weapons with left and right. And inventory, you know, down with D-pad. So this is pretty much the basics of what you're going to get. You can use the map like I said. You guys have to believe me. This works. Ooh, somebody. See, when somebody's running around, it's really not as easy as picking up. Let me pick this up. Alright. See how easy it is with the gyroscope? Even like if they're running, you know, you just follow them. You stand up, you sit in like a bigger chair, and you can literally just go to town on it. That's literally how I win most of my matches. But if I want to play with a gamepad, I'm probably going to get less kills. Honestly, like I said, unless, I said it before, if my phone's mounted to this controller and I can use gyroscope, game over for you guys. I swear. But I don't have a mount for this yet. So, I mean, it's kind of hard. It's not really easy. Alright, so we're going to go back out and we're going to actually play a real game. Let's see. I just need you guys to see some real gameplay for this. One thing I wanted to do, I always do this, just to get this thing started off quickly. I literally add the start button over the start button. So I'm just going to hit options. Doesn't want to. Oh, alright, well, then I'm going to hit the PS button. I think that's what I did before. So I'm going to use the PS button on the start button to get the game going right away. Oh, look at that. Now let's see if I really destroy things like everybody says with my D-pad, because I swear I'm not that good with it. All my buttons work. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You can also do this with the Chinese PUBG, guys. I prefer that one, I'm not gonna lie, but I've used Timmy. I have not tried the Lightspeed one. I have it downloaded on one of the phones, but it won't let me play. I get to the main menu, I go to sign in to WeChat, and I just have no luck. So if anybody can guide me on that, leave it in the comments, let me know. I'd like to play that one, but right now I'm just playing Timmy's version and this one. I never understood how you automatically follow people. Like, I didn't hit okay. It's fine. Alright, let's jump, buddy. I'm not following you. That guy would have let me go. Would have been on the edge of the map. Dry land. Let's go. Auto pickup helps. And at first you gotta get used to it because you gotta remember what buttons you place, you know, but after you play for a little while, you know, with the same configuration, it's not too hard, so. Honestly, guys, if you guys want to play like this, I don't see an issue with it. I mean, anybody can go get a Bluetooth controller and download a free app. Everything's free. So now this is my test of skill. See how hard it is to get on him? Now if I picked up my gyroscope, he'd be dead by now. But it's hard to follow people. Knock them out. Nice. You know, it takes a little bit of skill. I feel like the gyroscope is a very big handicap, actually. Definitely do damage, though, with the gyroscope. Alright, let's go. Now, I made my other video in hopes that, people would just try alternatives and, this and that. So they would, blow your screen out. The option is to put it on, your TV with your Chromecast and play. It's just supposed to be a wireless option, guys. It's not a means of trying to cheat. I'm just old school, and I want what I want. I don't like some of I don't like PCs. I don't like Xbox. I'm a PS4 guy. Obviously, we don't have Pubg on PS4, so this is the next best thing for me, guys. I'm not rich because I have a great controller. I heard that a lot. Why don't you just buy a console if you're so rich? What? Because I have a gold controller? I wish. If I was rich, I'd have a gaming PC, and I'd be, streaming all day with my green screens, all types of stuff. But that's not my life, guys. I just want to say thank you to everybody that helped me get to 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to me, guys. You have no idea. I had 20 subscribers before I made that last video about playing PUBG on the TV with the controller. That video now has over 250,000 views, and my subscriber count jumped from 20 to 1,011, and still climbing. So thank you guys so much, anybody who contributed to that. When it comes to quick thinking, when you're playing like this, guys, it really is difficult. So don't take this lightly. This is another reason, when I want to focus, I got to get close. I got a big phone, but, I still got to get close. I'm an old man. Yesterday was my birthday, 8/13, guys. Hence the Pennsylvania 8/13. I almost got my 1K on my birthday. It was the day before, though, so I'm happy about that. I was kind of hoping it would happen on 8/13, but whatever. I don't know if you guys know this, but 8/13 is a sequence in the Fibonacci sequence. So that's kind of special to me. I'm not huge on numerology, but I feel like it has some sort of meaning in the world. Now you can alter a couple things, like your button opacity, obviously, your POV speed, your accurate aiming is what I'm using when I hold down LB and it moves slow. That's what I'm using. So if I turn that off, I don't have that option. The button opacity is off. And what I like to do, and a lot of other people like to do, is, and I should have done this a little while ago, is to take off all of the on-screen buttons. So if you actually make them transparent, it gives you more of that console feel too. So I mean, I don't care if I die. I got to show you guys a little gameplay. I'm going to show you how to do that quick if you don't know how. If I get caught up, that's why. I feel like I won't though, so let's find out. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up to your settings. You're going to go to your controls. You're going to move me over. Alright, and you're going to go to your transparency. You're going to choose each of these buttons, guys, and turn the transparency down. You'll still be able to see them a very little bit, but with the gameplay and everything, it's going to be hard. You can even make them smaller, so they're even harder to see. But watch out when you make them smaller that you, when you program your button, so let's see. The RB still has to be over that. So if you shrink your button, you got to make sure that your configured button is still over that, or it's not going to work anymore. Alright, so I'm just going to make them invisible. I'll leave that on because I don't have a button assigned to it. Sorry if this video is a little long, guys. I just wanted to be very detailed. I'm going to fade it a little bit so I can see what I have. Alright, take the joystick and inventory. So now I have a lot of buttons that are transparent. I'll leave those just half and half. Let's save that so we don't lose it. And exit. Now you have more screen space. Looks a lot cleaner, right? But like I said, you're gonna have to remember where your buttons are. So you'll get used to it. It's fun, trust me. If you want to go drive completely straight, you gotta make sure you're completely straight up on the joystick. I hope this video helps some people. If not, let me know what I can do to help. I would gladly. That's what I'm here for, guys. So as you guys can see, there's 31 people alive. I have 1 kill. 1. So I mean, this is like recreational almost. This is like, oh, I'm bored, let me try something new. Unless I'm like some sort of pro, which I'm not yet. Especially on mobile. But I mean, My ranking's pretty good. But like I said, I got 1 kill, guys. I don't have, 50. I didn't run anything. I'm not being cruel to anybody. I literally just don't want to hold my phone right now. What's the harm in that? I am the survivor, though, of my team. So maybe that's why I cheated. Because I'm the only one left. What if I win with 1 kill? Or like 2? Am I then a cheater because I won? Did I survive because of the gamepad? I doubt it. I just want to shoot somebody. Shit. It's not what I want. Could have done that faster without the gamepad. And bye. Shit. Story of my life. Where's my vehicle at? See? Quit thinking. Can't happen. So, I mean, it is what it is, guys. Call it what you want, but if you get better at it, you improve, you'll get better. It's like anything else. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Until next time.